Hello, hello! It's Tuesday, and that means live with Elise at 12 o'clock Pacific, 3 o'clock Eastern, and all the other fun time zones. If this is your first time here, my name is Elise Beck, and you can see my website right underneath here. Usually I'm like here, so whoop, moving up a little bit, and let's see who's with us today. We're actually gonna do a little sneaky peek of the EPP Advent calendar. So if you were wondering, like, oh, what does it look like day one? What does the day one look like? So that was yesterday, obviously, since today is December 2nd. So can give you a little sneak peek of the blocks I made, and then I've seen some pop up already inside our school group and inside our Facebook group as well. So let's see who's with us today. We have Terry's here from snowy Maryland. I just got home from church sewing, so got my tea and ready to watch. Oh, awesome sauce. Love that. Hey, Lori from snowy, cold Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yikes. And we have Hannes joining us from Denmark. Love it. Happy's here. Hooray. And Sonia is joining us. All right, let me just make sure that our Facebook friends can see us too. Hold on. I know I shared the link there, but sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So let's give it a little peekaboo. See if they can see it. And do let me know how everyone's doing out. For those of you that are participating in the EPP Advent Calendar experience, let me know how you're doing and how you're coming along. And let's see here. Where's my post? I'm trying to find my post inside the Facebook group. Meow. Sometimes I can find my own post, sometimes I can't. Let's see here. I don't see it. Hold on. Let me just post something really quick. Hey friends. Hello, we're live on YouTube. Come join us here. Let's see here. Oops, it won't let me tag. Here we go. Okay. Let's see how many folks can see this. Let's post it. Dun, ta-da! Let's see here. Yeah. If folks see it on Facebook, they'll see it. Because I shared my YouTube link in there, so probably Facebook won't show it to all that many members, but hopefully they'll be able to catch the replay if they missed it live. And we have D is here from Ithaca, New York. Cold and snowy. Woo! Everyone's got a lot of snow, huh? Janet from Pahrump, Nevada. And Jenny from semi-warm Fort Collins, Colorado. Love it. Julie! It's cold in South Louisiana too. Yikes. And we got Penny from Lincolnshire, UK. And Happy says, Jenny, my daughter's going to college there, Fort College next year. Ooh, see, it's such a small world, right? Yeah. And Ruth is joining us from cloudy and cold Omaha, Nebraska. It's getting cold here too in Nevada, but snow in the mountains surrounding us, but now not snow where I am, right in the area. Who knows? Maybe we'll get some white Christmas. Who knows? You never know. Let's see here. And before I get started showing my blocks, I wanted to share some of the pretty blocks that participants have shared. I know I screenshot it, but let me try and find them because they're so gorgeous. And it's if you're sharing in either the school group or inside the Facebook group, make sure you post it as a separate post and not in a comment thread, because then it gets hidden and then I can't brag about you. Let's see here. I know Barbara shared hers. Hold on. I know I found it. Found this one. And who else was it that shared? Oh, they were so pretty. We got fussy cutting going on. It's like glorious. Let's see here. I know I saw some other ones today too. Hey, this is the joy of fishing for photos on Facebook. It's all a little tricky. Hold on, let's see here. I know, I just saw it this morning. I was like, oh my god. Sabri. Here we go. Nope, that was the same one. Where did the other one go? Oh, yes, on my little post here about sharing. Let's see here. We don't need that. We don't need that. And we don't need that. Okay. And where did the school one go? Oh, here we go. I'm trying to open it all up for you so you don't have to be in pain with me trying to find it all. Okay, here we go. And let's see. Robin, are you still in Hawaii? Oh, yes, you are. Oh my gosh. So Robin is in Hawaii celebrating her anniversary. So happy anniversary, Robin. So excited for you. And Katrine's joining us today. Awesome sauce. Hello, Katrine. And we have Caterina Casati from Ciao from Italy. Ciao. And let's see here. Oh, hello. Mandy from UK. Oh, it is getting colder, isn't it? Let's see here. Oh, see? Terry's jealous. Me too. Robin, jealous. Hope you're having a great time. Yes. Oh, so if you're friends with Robin on Facebook, she's been sharing photos. It's like, oh, so gorgeous. Oh, you're leaving tomorrow. Robin's leaving tomorrow for home. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying your vacation. All right, so let me switch so I can share the blocks that the participants have made before I share mine because we want to celebrate their makes. Let's see here. Where's my shared screen? Is it sharing the right one? Of course not. Let's go to the tertiary display. Secondary. There we go. And as you can see, this is inside the EPP Society on School. This is inside the school group. It's what it looks like from the outside. And here in the community, see, like Sonia even posted day 2, but I'm not going to show it yet. So I'm going to highlight the day 1. So Julie finished her day 1 block. Look at this. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Love it. And I know Sonia did her block 1 too. So if you're not familiar with the EPP Society, it's a smaller group than the Facebook group. I think we're like pushing 60,000 almost, right? Yeah, it's getting up there. So it's easy for me to find the posts in here, and all the members are super supportive. And this is Sonia. She posted the first finished block yesterday. Love it. See how gorgeous is that? Awesome sauce. And I call her Sonic Sonia because she's so fast. And I love it. See? And then we had, let me highlight Julie's too. Where's Julie gone? There we go. Beautiful. See? So pretty. And I think she shared like progress photo too, right? Yes. Her whole, all her pieces broken up before she sewed them together. Awesome sauce. And should I go and show you Sonia's day 2 block? Yeah, why not? You know, I'll be kind. Yes. So Sonia already finished day 2. Look at this beauty. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes. So there'll be some blocks that are more difficult, some are a little easier. So there's a little breathing room in between the difficult ones so you don't feel overwhelmed. Plus, you don't have to try and keep up every day. So if you can't, I know December's busy. So if you can't keep up, then that's totally fine too. Where's my head? Oh no, not that one. Hello. Ah, there's my head. Yeah, it feels weird just talking and there's like, where's the person? And this is from the Facebook group, the EPP Collective on Facebook. And I want to share a couple of makes. But here's one by Kate. Let me zoom. Ah, there we go. Oops. And I'm in the wrong spot. Move my head. There we go. And look at her bunnies. She fussy cut the bunnies so they're all running around. The stars. So pretty. So she's doing scrappy blues and yellows. Beautiful, Kate. And then we also have Cindy. She finished hers. And make sure, look closely at the center when I zoom in. Okay, let me see if it'll let me zoom in more. No, it won't. Hold on. Let me click on it. Oh, there. Look at her fussy cutting. Do you see it? So it looks like a whole flower, but she fussy cut the center. So very, very neat. I love it. So super cool. You can see how different all the blocks look, even though it's the shapes are the same. Because obviously day 1, everyone's using the same shapes. But it looks so different depending on the colors and the prints that you use. Yes. And then we also had one more. This one is from Barbara. Look at this gorgeous one. Whoops, ew, zoomed in too much. I think you can see. Yes, yes. Love it, love it. So we have day one blocks popped up already. So I'm looking forward to seeing some day two blocks. It's easier than the day one. And then we're going to keep on going this way. All right. And so then let me go ahead and share my two. I actually have two of day ones that I finished. This was like back in, when did I start working on this? In like June. So it's been like, oh, can I share? Can I share? When can I share? Like, do I need to keep the secret longer, longer? And it's so hard waiting when you have things done. And it's like, let me just share this already. So here are my day one blocks. I'll share with you. And I actually finished the 2 day one blocks that I made quilt as you go style already. So you can kind of get a feel for what it'll look like. But we're not at the quilt as you go finishing part yet. So if you're making your blocks, you're totally doing fine. And as you can see, I should mention, all these blocks that have been finished, look how the edges are finished, basted, right? The edges are basted over. So if you have been with me for a little while, you know that when I do a project that I know I'm gonna, what would you call it? Bind separately on its own or do as quilt as you go, I usually don't baste the outermost edges. But if you want to do it just EPP style, where it's sewing multiple blocks together, then you would baste it. So even here, the participants, they've already basted their edges. You can see that, right? In my head in the way. There we go. And these are also basted. Yes. Here's my little mouse. See that? So that's the only difference. So let me switch to the overhead view. And I told you I'm using so I added white. I'm like, do I count white as a color? Yes, it's a color. So I'm using blues, pinks, reds, and white, obviously, and then green. And I threw in a little yellow too, because I was like, why not? You know, these are my blocks. If I like it, that's all that matters. So same for you. If you have a certain print or color that you love, and then you don't need permission from anyone else, whether it's good or not, just use it. So let me switch to the overhead camera. Wait for the camera to come into focus. Hello. Give me 1 second. Let's see here. It was working earlier. Let's unplug it. Let's see, I think. Oh, there we go. I jogged it into life. So these are my 2 day one blocks. You can see the first one here. Here we go. That's my day one. And this is my second day one. See how different they look depending on the color placements and the prints. So this was when I was just experimenting with like 3 or 4 colors before I added the others, which I'm so excited about because they appear a little pinks here, a little yellow. So I thought, that's why I can go ahead and mix those in too, right? So you have lots and lots of options. So don't feel like you're limited by what you see here, what you've seen other makers make. Have fun with it. That's why I want you to experiment. Where's my head? Here we go. Experiment, play with colors, play with prints. There's no way that these can be wrong or, not pretty. As long as you like them, that's all that matters. Okay. Let's see. Rhonda made it. Rhonda, hello. Oh, now my head's hidden. Let me move my head there. Rhonda's here from chilly coastal South Carolina. So I'm a little like, oh, you're just fashionably late, Rhonda. It's totally fine. Let's see. Oh, Ruthie, thank you. Thank you so much. And Terry goes, beautiful blocks. Thank you, Terry. So I've had these sitting since, like I said, like end of mid-June. And we're like dying to share. So I'm so excited. And I actually used Pellon fusible fleece for these. Also, another fact about me is that I'm a mug rugaholic. I do love my mug rugs. So you can turn these EPP Advent blocks into individual mug rugs too. If you need like a stocking stuffer or you need a quick Christmas gift exchange, great way to do this. And you can absolutely do the, basting and quilting these and binding them just like a traditional quilt. But with the quilt as you go, it just makes it easy because the backing fabric actually becomes the binding too right in front. So, and these have purposely been designed so that you're never going to lose your points. Because I think that's like a big pain point when we make beautiful things and then we bind things and our points get hidden. Like when I say that the points get hidden, it's like they get cut off. And we work so hard making our pretty nice, sharp, and crisp points, right? So we want the highlight how nice and nice and sharp and crisp they are. So all these blocks have been designed so that your points will definitely be shining through, whether you bind it quilt as you go style or regular quilting style. Okay, let's see here. Oh, thank you, Ruthie. Is it yes, pot holder, mug rug, lots of different options. Yes, but I'm like, oh, do I want to use this as a pot holder? Don't touch my mug rug. Even with my mug rug, I tell my husband, like, you can't put anything dirty on it, okay? But yes, they'll be washable. And the reason I like to use Pellon fusible fleece is that the fusible side, I like to attach it to the patchwork side. And then here back, you have the option of hand quilting or machine quilting. As you can see, because the fusible fleece is only fusible on the top side, the back is not totally connected yet. So I still have time for me to add some decorative big stitch quilting on top. I haven't done that yet as I'm contemplating, like, what do I want? Do I want stitches that go over into the block and into the binding edge itself, or just on top of the binding, right? So lots of different options. But I wanted to make a few blocks to see, do you even like how these look, right? But I've been having so much fun with it. So these are my 2 day 1 blocks. And some tips I wanted to share, because there are going to be a lot of little tails and points because we're using diamond shapes, right? And even these bigger kite shapes, smaller kite shapes, and these one of a kind edge shapes, right? Edge templates. They'll have some tails, as you can see from the other participants. Where did my go? There we go. So you can see the tails sticking out here too, right? So there are tails that you'll be managing and finagling. But if you're doing quilt as you go, or if you leave the edges open, like I usually do when I do my projects that I know I'm going to bind into a singular project, instead of connecting with neighboring blocks, then you don't need to worry about the tails on the edge templates, at least. Let's see. There we go. Oh, okay, I'm back. So we have this. So these are my 2 day 1 blocks. And like, again, let me just remind everyone, we're not at the quilt as you go stage yet. So just keep on working on your blocks. But if you already know how to do quilt as you go, you're more than welcome to do it. And then that's why I was telling everyone too, these blocks have been purposely designed to fit the shape of the EPP Garden Quilt as you go templates here. And as it goes perfectly with these, okay? So this is the EPP Garden Quilt as you go template. And some folks ask me if this shape is available elsewhere. This is designed by me and only available in my shop. So that's the only place you can get this shape, this size of the Quilt as you go template. And those will make these perfect mug rugs. So I wanted to share, because we're doing the diamond shapes that meet in the point where all your little tails are going to overlap and nest. If you do it basting in random directions, you'll have a big bump here. But if you can see here, let me see if I can turn it. See, there's no bump. And you get a lesser, it'll be a little bump, but it won't be quite as bad as if you're not basting in the same direction. It'll make more sense. Let me show you with day 2. So I was just itching to put my day 2 together, but holding back so I could share here. So these are my day 2 pieces, since we're on day 2. If you have not yet opened your envelopes, for all our folks that got the limited edition pre-cut paper boxes, I'm so sorry. I'm sharing sneak peek of day 2. Or if you haven't opened the digital calendar yet. But I wanted to show you, this is day 2. And let me just lay out what it will look like with the edge pieces here too. Like so, like so, like that. Okay. But the reason I sew these 3 at a time into 2 halves is so that I could show you also, see how my tails See this little tail here? Let me zoom in. Tail, tail, tail. They're all facing in one direction. Whether they face to the left or to the right, just pick a direction that you like, but just make sure that you stay consistent when you base your templates so that they all end up facing in the same direction. If I turn this over, see how all my tails, make sure I show like this so you can see. See, tail is facing left, tail is facing left, and tail is facing left. So then when you put these together, your tails will be spinning and you'll be getting the flattest center point possible, even with all that bulk of fabric in the center, okay? But if you end up basting your tails in different directions, that's when they'll end up colliding with each other where they're overlapping and you get a big bump, and we don't want that. So try to stay consistent, basting your tails in the same direction. And as you can see here on these diamonds, I can show like this. The one side of my tails goes one way and one side goes the other way. Majority of the way, I like to have my two tails facing opposite directions just to spread out the bulk with whatever connecting shape there is. But a lot of times you can just get away with the tails facing the same way. It really depends on your next adjacent connecting pieces, if that's going to interfere with other templates that have little tails or not. Good thing here is that your edge pieces will not have any tails here colliding with the ones on the tip of these diamond pieces. So you can really base these either way you want. And like my camera died. Let's give it a second. Come back, you. Let me answer some questions while my camera decides to come back to life. And let's see here. Oh, Mandy, thank you so much. Any questions? A lot. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Camera came back to life. Well, thank you. And when I was saying, do not base the edge pieces if you're planning on doing quilt as you go, or you just want to make a singular, individual mug rugs instead of connecting multiple pieces. You do not need to base the edge templates over here, okay? The only time you need to base the edge templates is if you're going to do all your blocks EPP style and connecting that way. Imagine there's no binding on here, but you need to make sure that all your edges are basted so that you can connect them together like so, okay? But if you're doing quilt as you go or in an individual block, basting and binding it traditional quilting way, then you do not need to baste the edge. But if you're doing thread basting, it'll probably easier to keep it in place. But your thread basting will come undone really easy after you've sewn your pieces together. But for glue basting, which I do, I like to keep it totally unbasted like this. And as you can see, no basting, no basting. I'll turn these over, not basted on the edges. So all I based are the connecting sides that will be sewn together with the inside pieces and the sides connecting the edge pieces, okay? So after you sew 3 and 3 together, being careful to get the centermost point of the diamond to actually meet at the edge here. One mistake I see a lot of folks doing is just sewing 3 really fast. And that's usually what ends up happening is that your centerpiece will be a little too high and you won't get a straight edge here across. See where my finger is? So our goal here is to get a straight edge across so that when you connect the two halves, they're actually straight edges instead of slightly off. And you will get that very, very close to almost perfect center point where they all meet in the center at the crossroads like this. But if it's a little bit off, don't worry about it either. Like sometimes my diamonds are a little off too. Let's see if I get this. I think this one's a little off, but you can't even tell because the fabric is so busy, right? All the prints, so it kind of hides my little flaws. Plus, besides, like no one's gonna zoom in and go like, let me look at your points. Are they perfect? So don't worry about it if it's a little bit off, but just try to match up your points by doing 2 halves 3 diamonds and 3 diamonds, and then come back and sew it from the center out. So when you look at the match up the center, you'll be able to look at it like this and see where they line up. So even if your edges are a little off, that's totally okay. We'll wiggle that into place. You want to go ahead and match up the center. That's your most important point. So from the center out, and again from the center out on the opposite side when you're connecting these. Let's see. Oh, okay. So Hannah is a thread baster and she secures the open side with wonder clips. Oh, that's really good too. Thank you for the tip, Hannah. So since I glue baste, I just glue the sides that I want to baste down. And Hannah does the same thing, but she thread bastes these sides that we're going to baste down. And then she just holds the other edges, I guess, down while she's doing so with the clips like so. Yeah? Yes. Yes. I love that. Let's see here. So, since I have you all here, we can go ahead and connect these two. And now you'll see me like painfully thread this. Oh, it's threaded and knotted. Oh. I love that. Let's see here. We'll match this up. And I'm going to lift the tail a little bit just so I can go in and see the actual center. Let's see. Are you the center? I think you're the center right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and take 2 stitches first before I even continue to make sure I lined up my pieces. And let's open and look. That looks pretty good to me. Yes, lines up nicely. Okay, so then we close it. And keep on stitching down one side from the center out. Like this. I'm taking slightly bigger stitches so I can finish this side off a little bit faster. But usually my stitches will be a little bit smaller than what I'm taking right now. I can always come back and add additional stitches if I find that it's too loose too. Let's see here. And I'm almost in the end here. I'm going to take one final stitch and one extra. Wrap my thread around the needle. Oops. Hold down the knotted part and just pull my needle through. And that'll give you a secure knot at the edge so you won't unravel. See, look at that. Let me zoom it up. Looks pretty good, right? Yes. So now I usually just travel. Let me, my camera going bonkers again. I usually just travel with my thread across in the seam allowance to get to the second half. But you can definitely cut a knot and start back in the center too. So while I wait, I'm just going to go ahead and cut my thread. Kathy! So glad you made it. Love, love. Let's see here. Kathy's joining us. Let's see if it'll switch. Let's wait. There we go. Okay, we're back. And I just cut my thread, putting another knot. And let's go ahead and finish the second side. And again, I'll just lift the little tail, the seam allowance, to get straight into the edge of the diamond piece in the corner where they all meet. And hold my seam allowances down so they don't get tangled. And then I take 2 stitches. I forgot to show you. Like so. And then go ahead and knot it again. Wrap your thread around your needle a couple times. And hold the knotted area over your needle and pull your needle through. And now you got a secure knot there. Securing your first couple of stitches. And then just sew across from the center out on the second half here. Something's going on. There we go. I think my camera's being a Grinch. Not in a festive mood. And we'll just keep on going. Almost to the edge. So obviously you can see that I'm using 2 shades of blue, a lighter and darker, red, pink, and white. And I've actually mixed in solid red too, instead of just prints. So there's lots of different fun ways that you can mix and match your fabrics. And here we go. It's finished. Ta-da! And we go ahead and just bury the seam allowance, the thread in the seam allowance. And chop it off. Oh, my scissors. And always forget to put the cover on these when you're done for the day, because if you drop them on your feet, it's gonna hurt. Let's see here. And the edge pieces, after you sew your center pieces together, like even for day 1 or day 2, coming back to the edge pieces. Good Lord, what is going on today? Hold on. I shall give it a second for it to refresh. Here we go. Okay, it's now green. So we finished sewing the 2 halves together. And as you can see here, I already sewed one edge in together with the center pieces completely. And here I just started on the second one. And basically what I do is I just start sewing one side. I just put them wrong sides together, sew it all the way up. And I leave the connecting side until last, because I like to just put those 2 together like this and match it up. So that way I get my really, really nice, sharp, crisp point here as well. And don't forget that your points will not be lost when we actually bind your project, or whether you bind them individually, like we said before, regular quilt binding style, or whether you do quilt as you go, okay? So you will not lose your points on all your pretty, pretty stars. Let's see here. Julie says, I've been busy with the 3-year-old. All she wants to watch is the Grinch. I saw the preview for the Grinch. Was it on Netflix or one of the streaming sites? I was, oh, I gotta put it on my like watch list. Because I think it's so funny. The one with Jim Carrey, right? Is that the one we're talking about? Yeah, he was perfect as the Grinch, I thought. Let's see if the overhead camera is still acting 30. Hold on. Like, lots of tech is testing my patience. Hold on, let's see here. Did you get to do a lot of baking already, Julie? I think I just heard it. Okay, here we go. So I got two edges almost sewn into block day 2. I can just go ahead and add the rest of the pieces, and I'll have my finished day 2, which has not been bound yet, obviously. Okay, like so. So today's block is easier than yesterday's, which had many more smaller pieces, right? So I thought, let's just jump in with a more difficult block and then give them a little break on day 2. So that's my day 2. Any other questions? Let's see here. Let's see if our Facebook friends have any questions too. Let's see, where's my post? Where did it go? Yeah. Oh yeah, Facebook's not showing it. So they'll get the replay. Let's see here. Any questions from you all today? Or is everybody doing okay? So the replay will be available right after the live ends. So no worries if you came late or if you have any other uh appointments, so you couldn't make it today. Let's see here. See, there's a little lag. Oh, just Julie did baking. The pretzels need to Oreo globes and macarons for cookie exchange. Ooh, so if you didn't know already, Julie's not only the Dilly Queen, but she also bakes a lot. She like bakes like mountains of goodies. So if you follow on her Facebook, you probably see it. Let's see here. I don't think we have any questions coming through from the Facebook group. And do our friends on school have anything that are watching from there? Don't see it. Yeah. So if you're completely new to EPP and you have questions or need a little extra help, or you want to just share more and join our more intimate community, you're more than welcome to come join us inside the EPP Society on School. The EPP Collective on Facebook. I was just looking today. How many are we in there today, right now? Let's see how many members. Oh, we have 58,000 members. So it's a little bit harder for me to catch everyone. But if you come join us inside the EPP Society, yeah, it's way more fun and you get more access to other goodies inside the classroom as well. Let me just put that so you can see. So that is the EPP Society. Come join us in there. And that's where I've been sharing little sneak peeks from. Let's see here. Ta-da. So I don't see any questions here. Let me check Facebook before we wrap up for the day. Yeah, sorry. Folks that want to see block 1, I hope they've seen the ones that folks have shared. So I think we're good. All right. So go forth and work on your blocks. And don't forget to share on whether you're on Facebook or on inside the school community on EPP Society. We would love to see and share them. And I'll be sharing more of the finished blocks probably on my Instagram account too, so I can share some of your makes over there too. And I look forward to seeing you all next week, same time, same place. And by then, I think we should have quite a few more blocks done, right? So hopefully I'll see more finished makes too. But again, remember, there's no rush to finish each block each day. You got plenty of time. Just go ahead and download your goodies each day as you get them. And then you can definitely go ahead and start making them in the new year as well. All right. So I'll see you all next week.